What's up, YouTube? This is going to be, well, this is going to be a video response for Patpope. I almost thought about not doing this. It's a, it's a simple question, but for me, it's a difficult one. He wants to know what our definition for success is. He said, "Gee, well, that's kind of an easy one, dude. For most people, it probably is." A little backstory. Shortly before probably 2 months before my grandfather passed, to preface that, I've kind of always struggled financially. I've gone through periods of, making pretty decent money, and I've just always been bad at, saving money and this, that, and the other. But I think everybody goes through that, and he understood that, and he asked me. He says, not to say that I'm freaking poor or anything. I'm not. It's just it's one of those things, But he asked me. He says, "What does?" He says, "Forget the money. It's money doesn't always bring you happiness, anyways. You're always gonna have bills to pay as long as you pay them." Well, so he asked me. He says, What's your?" Well, he put it the same way Pat Pope did. He said, "What's your definition of success?" And I sat and I thought. And I just sat there in silence for probably, I don't know, a good minute, because I've never thought about that before. And I guess it came to a point where I kind of spouted off the obvious things. I said, well, I want my daughter to not have to want anything, um, you know, um, things of that nature. Don't want her to have to worry about things growing up. Um, you know, live my life halfway comfortably, which I managed to do. I mean, it's that's the. But I guess we never finished our conversation on that, and so that was a tough one for me. It's part of the reason why I thought about not even doing this video response is, we never really finished our conversation. My grandfather was he was very methodical in his thinking. He'd never say something without putting thought into it. And I know where he was going. He was just trying to set me up for some things and have these important discussions that we needed to have, and some things moved quicker than we anticipated, and we didn't get to have those discussions. Um, so I guess my answer is, currently, right now, um, I don't know what my definition for success is. I really don't. Um, right out of high school, I went into college. I ended up dropping out. School wasn't my thing while I was in high school. Really wasn't my thing when I got into college. The classes only got harder. I've just never been. I've always been the type of person I work with my hands, and I've always done odd jobs. Uh, I did odd jobs, before I started working for my father's business, which is construction. I mean, you work with your hands. Bust your ass, work with your hands. You get a decent paycheck. But that's not the point of this video. I don't want this to go too long. I feel like I'm starting to ramble. But I wanted to put up a response. Maybe somebody else would see this video that's, not to talk about our situations, but maybe that's looking at things the same way that I'm looking at them right now. I just don't know I don't know. I have a little girl. She's going to be 2 at the end of March. And right now it's kind of every day is kind of a day-to-day thing for me. My grandmother's health is very poor. So I guess thinking about myself right now is just, it's not in the cards. At least not for a little while anyways. So if I had a gun to my head and somebody said, give a freaking answer, I'd say, as long as I'm taking care of my daughter and which is a no-brainer, right? As long as I'm taking care of my daughter and treating my wife right, spending time with my family. At this point in my life, I don't know how much more successful I can be. So, I guess I'll leave it at that, YouTube. I don't want to draw this out. I could for a while. But, save it for another video. You guys take it easy. And, Mr. Patpope, congratulations on the subs. I'm sure you have many, many more to come. And that's one hell of a prize you're giving away, dude. But catch you guys later.